Hello, I'm Aquatic and welcome back to the video. Today I have something pretty exciting to share with you all because I will be embarking upon the Aquatic quest. So this is a really interesting concept that they've just released for Minecraft Bedrock, where it's a free to download map that you can only get by finding it on certain online servers. So it's a free map, but the free has an asterisk to it because you have to find it. But the big question as to whether this is a worthwhile thing is to actually see, to actually give it a try and see, is this a great map, is this a good map, or is this just kind of an okay map they threw out there as a fun reward? So in today's video, when we're going through the Aquatic challenge, the Aquatic quest, and seeing how many of these 5 challenges we can do, and it should be a kind of exciting thing, because again, rather than just assuming it is good, rather than assuming it is bad, I'm not going to be jumping to any conclusions, and instead we'll be playing it first. So hopefully you do all enjoy this video with the terrible puns and all. Please give it a like if you do like it, because it helps out the channel a lot, and let's know that you do also wonder why there is a sheep tied to the this post at the spawn. I don't know what it's doing there. I hope it will come up later as one of the 5 quests maybe, but first of all, we've got to go to the top of the town, so let's do some parkour. So yeah, this is wildly different to what I usually do on this channel. It's been a very long time since I've done just kind of a custom map playthrough, and especially like a parkour map. I do love me some parkour, like it's just a very interesting part of Minecraft, but it's just been so long since I've done anything parkour, so long since I've done anything custom map, and honestly, just because of that, I am actually looking forward to it, because maybe there'll be some fun challenges. Maybe it'll just be infuriating and I'll hate it, but let's hope that's not the case. So I can use a bed, even during the daytime, to reset your spawn point. So it's funny, because they added that in a recent update, so either this is a... oh, also free food. Nice. Either they added that in a recent update and then they, updated the map because of that, or maybe they had this map in mind and they had, like, making more custom stuff in mind when they did that. Because, again, that was a recent feature that I thought was cool, but didn't really make sense outside custom maps, so it's interesting that that's come up already. So here you can see, it's actually, it's got a parkour tutorial, like, jumping while sprinting lets you jump further, which tells me that this is designed for people who haven't ever played parkour before, because again, the swimming up waterfall thing, like, I'm actually semi-familiar with this stuff, and yeah, it raises like a whole new concern, like, is it going to be good or bad? Maybe it's just going to be too easy, which, you might not think is possible, but given that a lot of people play Pocket Edition, a lot of the parkour that you think is just easy to do is actually surprisingly hard on the, playing with touch controls, because you've got to, again, touch just right, double tap forwards, do all this sort of stuff, and it is interesting that that's how this works. So yeah, I think we're going to go up there, like that ladder. Although there is something over here that I kind of want to see. So you know what, just for fun, let's go back and let's see if maybe there's some secrets found around. Because if you're going to have a basic tutorial, usually... okay, this isn't a secret. Oh god, okay, we fell. And now I'm trapped out, I think. But yeah, usually if you have like some separate area, it means something. And in this case, we get to see like a future part of the map, maybe. Yeah, it definitely looks like there's something going on there, but it's not to do with us. Let's stay on the regular track. I was gonna say like off the beaten track. Which, fun fact, I mean, this took me forever to work out, but like the reason people say off the beaten track is because obviously there's a lot of people on it, so it gets beaten, and it's like a, it's a very used track. Whereas if people don't use the track, then it's not beaten. So anyway, you can stand atop ladders. So we're starting to get into like the more, I wouldn't say advanced parkour tips, but this is something I think a decent percentage of Minecraft players don't know, which is it's quite surprising, right? And also, survive any full damage from water. Easy stuff. Didn't need to, but it's nice to know regardless. And also, you can't jump out of water one solid block like this, like in other games. You have to jump out to at least, or at most, like a half stab. So, fun little fact right there. Anyway, we get more food as reward for this. I thought we were going to run out of food because we only had kelp. But it looks like now we're going to have like an infinite supply of kelp by the end, which is good. I mean, it's better than having no kelp, I guess. And yeah, now we've got to do some more parkour, such as with these ladders. Actually, I'm not even sure what's going on here. There's a little thing there. Oh, so okay, the parkour has started to get a bit more intense. Like, it's not intense, I would say, but it's like there is some, like levels to this where we've got to bounce onto the slime block to get over. Like, it's not as simple as just follow the path anymore. We have to do something with a little bit of complexity to it, which is, that's good. Complexity is fun. The one thing about Minecraft parkour is if you do it just right... oh no, I fell down. I hope I don't have to go all the way back. That would really suck if that was the case. But the interesting thing about Minecraft parkour is that you really can like make almost like full-on puzzle games out of it if you're doing it just right. And I think that's a wonderful little mechanic. So yeah, we can place a block to get up there. I do have 5 of these, and it would make my life more convenient. But given that this is so early on, we're not going to use those. But yeah, isn't it pretty interesting that they made a whole map with, and like you get 5 of these to use, so you can kind of cheat it in that way? I personally think that is. Like, there's a lot of things that I'm already starting to like about this. So overall first impressions, pretty good. I haven't jumped to any conclusions yet, but I'd say I'm enjoying what I've seen so far. Oh, I'm not meant to go over there. There's yeah, so the parkour map isn't just like, oh yeah, here are some stuff you can run through. It's all aquatic themed, which I like personally. And it all kind of, it has like a puzzly element to it as well. Where it looks like, again, they're using like full use of the space to make it a challenge to work out where you're going, not just to go there. Very, very, very on board with that, actually. So jump up to hit. Oh, no, it's a trick. It's a trap. I think we got to jump onto the fence first, and then... No, actually, this one isn't obvious. I guess we can jump from here. Oh, it's just a ladder over there. So, yeah, so far the parkour is, it's been pretty tame. I'm liking what we've seen. I would give it a solid rating. Already I'm thinking, like, you know what, this is a decent enough map. I've had some tricks along the way, and I think it can only get better. See, the sign says right arrow, but as someone who just can't listen to authority, I have a real problem with that. I'm like, what happens if we go left arrow? It looks like something happens. But you know, okay, let's be part of the system, man. Let's do that, and let's go over to the right here. So, the interesting thing about like going up a mountain is that if we fall down, the risks become greater and greater as we go. So it's starting to get more and more serious. So now we got a tutorial on swimming. I'm assuming this was intended to come out with the Aquatic update, maybe? Because it's called the Aquatic Quest, and it has been quite some time. So maybe it's a pure coincidence. Or maybe an interesting idea that I realized is that this might be like kind of a, you know, like a midweek content refresh kind of thing. Because unlike, you know, a lot of other games, Minecraft can't release new features every week. Or they kind of do in snapshot weeks, but not every week they can release new stuff. But they can do stuff, you know, like have updates every couple of months, it looks like. For the next while is what we're looking at. And then also have, you know, in between those months, like, oh yeah, here's a content refresh, here's a bunch of stuff. And I think as long as there's like something that you can enjoy for free, you know, like new servers and stuff like that, then that kind of works the same way, right? Also, I'm not meant to be going up here. I'm so sure that I'm doing something wrong here. But if it gets me somewhere, then let's just take it, right? Unless maybe this is like next level parkour. Yeah, no, the fact that there's vines here. Either I just took an amazing shortcut, or the parkour is trying to keep things varied. Because again, I've always thought Minecraft parkour, when it's done right, is so satisfying. But a lot of maps just see it as like, okay, here's a hard thing, here's a harder thing, here's another hard thing, and oh, you messed up because they're hard. Wow, that's surprising. Yeah, it looks like I did take a shortcut just there. It looks like I'm meant to be going up here. Yeah, I just cheesed a bit of the map. So Aquatic Quest, oh, we didn't respawn properly. Aquatic Quest, I'm going to give it a solid, like, enjoyment factor so far. Really well made, it looks like, and not just a filler map, because this is better than a lot of the maps I've paid for in the store already. Like, I've, you know, you've seen some of the map reviews, I'm sure. I've seen some pretty questionable stuff on there. Makes you question what exactly the purpose of it is. But in this case, I don't think we can actually get up there, right? I think we'd have to... Oh, there we go, wait. So let's just do the jump. No, we can't do it. So, yeah, we're clearly not meant to go up here. I think I was trying to cheese the map a bit too hard. We'll go the long way round instead. Oh, like we're boring. So, yeah, but I will say, like, a lot of aquatic maps... A lot of maps are, like, pretty darn questionable, but this one's free, you know? A lot less than 320 mine coins, let's say. And it's actually providing a bit of entertainment. I do have to also add that if you play this with friends... Okay, we got our first challenge done. Okay, so now that we've got our first challenge down, I'd say, yeah. If you don't want to watch any more for some spoiler reasons, I'd say it's got a great, you know, like, it was designed in a great way. Like, I'm having fun with it so far. And I think if you played with friends, you could get really competitive about it. In maybe a good way, maybe a bad way. So there's a dropper, so I'm going to make sure I set my spawn point again. I'm going to try and do this. Oh man, oh, this is so hard because you can move so slowly. But we did it, we're good. I saw a chest along the way, but let's pretend we didn't see that chest. And instead, work out what we're doing down here. So I guess this map takes place in 5 areas, if I had to guess. We had like the mountain climb, and now we've got like a underwater village. Side note, Mojang, you're not watching this, but if you were, they should totally add underwater villages to the game. I feel like the amount of value that would add, like being able to find underwater villages and just, you know, one day exploring and finding Atlantis would be too much. You know, the hype level will be unreal. In fact, there's a lot of really fun fan ideas like that, you know, would be great inside Minecraft. And it almost raises the existential question of, like, if fans have all the best ideas, or, like, all the ideas they want best? Should you listen to, you know, the people who make the game? Or sorry, the people who like the game? Or should you almost... Also, 5 more bricks. Nice. And I'm going to take these just in case. But should you listen to the people, you know, your fans or whatever, when you're making your thing? Or should you just make something great that you know they'll enjoy? Because, you know, obviously, like, if you're just listening to everyone, you don't make... You know, like, oh, a lot of the very, you know, most popular ideas are terrible ideas. I've gone over this before. But at the same time, you can't just ignore everyone. So it puts... There's this interesting thing where, like, you can't listen to people too much or too little. There's some perfect middle ground right in between. So yeah, this next area seems like we're just working our way through a village. We're using what we've learned so far. That was close. To do slightly more complex stuff. Which means that, again, if you played it with friends... Oh, no. No. Oh, all the way back. Okay, there's a big loss at stake here. You fall down. That's my first failure, by the way, I think, this whole episode. I could be wrong. I definitely could be mistaken. But, yeah, I feel like there's a big... any, like, creative media has this issue of, like, how much do you listen to the fans? Because they're the ones that make it successful, you know, on some level. But also... Okay, this is going to be tricky. I'm going to hit my head. No, I'm not. Okay, we're good. We're golden. We did it. We got past the tricky water section. But, you know, at the same time, you can't ignore them, but you also can't listen to everything. So there's this weird situation where it's like, well, then what do you do? And the answer is like, well, actually, I don't really know what the answer to that question is. So, oh, it looks like we're going to swim up here. I was trying to work out what's going on here, but it's just as simple as swim up. The game has, in fact, given me permission to do that already. And then let's go to bed, and let's say that we got 1.5 challenges done so far. Oh, but there we go, we're good. But, yeah, I definitely, I love the design. Oh, and that was part of the map, which I've messed up. Second mistake today. Actually, it's not really a mistake, because we can instantly undo. Okay, well, now that is a mistake. Shouldn't have tempted fate. Just shouldn't have done it. Wasn't a good idea. Oh, at least if you fail, you can, like, go a bit ahead. It's giving me pity points. Has anyone else got this problem where, like, when a game does that, where it's like, oh, you failed so many times, have a super power up, so it's impossible for you to lose? I'm like, no, I don't need that. I don't need your pity. I can do this anyway. Like, it probably is just me, but it is one of those things where it's like, oh, man, I did so bad, the game is feeling bad for me. Because, I mean, in general, you don't want people to pity you. It's an interesting part of the human, like, soul, right? Like, you'd figure you'd want people to pity you, because, like, you know, good things happen sometimes, you know, maybe they'll give you something in exchange, but, yeah, it's still a negative thing, for most brains. So, you know, if you're watching this and you pity me, stop it, please. There's your key lesson. It's interesting, actually, that, like, there's a lot of, there's like, things that everyone wants to be, or most people want to be. Like, a lot of the reason people started doing YouTube in the last, like, you know, 5-10 years is because they're like, you know, I want to be famous and seen all over the world. And for me, it's like, oh, that's terrible. Like, being, you know, like, there's some amount of that, like, being spotted, accosted in public. That sounds terrifying to me. Like, it's cool when it happens occasionally. It's terrifying if it happens too much. At least that's my take on things. But, you know, just something... I know this is, like, the most ridiculously out of touch, ridiculous thing I've ever said, but it is something I think from time to time. It is weird that there are certain things you can't say because, like, oh, you would say that, right? Like, you know, if you just express your real opinions, most people can do that. But if you're online, there are certain opinions that some people feel like they can't. I try my best to just, like, say everything I'm thinking. Like, you know, I think this map it's really cool, but it's starting to get a little bit, like, it's lost some of its charm, that's for sure. But anyway, fun opportunity for us to chill and talk, do a miniature Toy Cat podcast style thing that hopefully you'll enjoy. Because one of the things I've always found weird is, like, I never do maps on my channel, right? Like, doing Minecraft maps seems to be most of what keeps most, like, you know, Minecraft channels afloat these days, right? Like, that's all they seem to do. Like, it's just Minecraft maps. But it's never something there's a secret. I guess it's on a timer, maybe? So we're going to press this button. Okay, so... Oh, there's a little delay there. But yeah, it's never been something I've done. And a part of me's always wanted, like, you know, I wish I did. It seems like it's a more chill thing, you know? You just can chill, talk about whatever. Or I guess the reason that they're successful is because they do the whoa who knows what's happening today? Wah! I'm screaming because the parkour was too scary. Oh, this is... Okay, so first, whatever this is, I'm not sure what blocks these are. Blue glass. But whatever effect this is the most magnificent thing I've ever seen. So we're going to have to swim down here. Oh, yeah, that's nice. We're not even underwater right now. It's just... Yeah, using this glass underwater, I haven't even seen that effect before. I love when a map, like, teaches you some new stuff, as well as whatever else it's meant to be doing. Actually, I think I'm going in a loop now. I'm getting that vague impression that maybe I've been here before. I'm not sure about it. Is this a maze, maybe? Yeah, so I think we moved on to the third part, parkour, part 3. We get an iron sword, which is concerning. Implies there's going to be some fighting going down soon. Because I'm not sure I'm ready for that. I was going to play pacifist Minecraft. Yeah, I'm sure what it must be is that there's a timer we've just got to work out to all of this. And ooh, we should probably stop running through doors. Oh, that's what's up here. So hint: glass jellyfish provide air. Okay, so let's sleep here. Looks like this is gonna... Oh, and we get diamond swords now. So that it just gave me an iron sword, and now it's gonna replace it. Seems a bit silly. So this is challenge number 3. We've got to survive this place. And only jellyfish provide air. Please, I'd really like it if you show me some jellyfish. I don't see any right now. Jellyfish? Are these things jellyfish? Give me the air. Where is the air which you provide? Okay, so we're going to keep running through. You know, we need air. Give me the air. What? Are you jellyfish? Okay, so I'm going to die. That's fine. Let's keep inventory, I assume. So there is... It says hint glass jellyfish provide air. So these aren't glass. These are sea lanterns. Let's find some glass jellyfish. You're not glass. Oh, okay. There's little areas like this where if you go underneath, you can hop inside. Okay. Well, I had a misunderstanding, but we're all good now. We're all good. Game is not OP. Was angry before, but it's all good now. I don't hate you. We don't have to set you on fire or anything. But yeah, I think most Minecraft map videos are just like, oh, I'm gonna be crazy, angry and stuff. And I think there's a good reason for that, like, because a lot of people like to connect, and the easiest way, you know, the easiest thing to share is like funny and angry things, right? If I was angry right now, like, oh, dolphins, I hate them so much. Dolphins, what we need to do is we need to round them up and we need to have them exterminated. I mean, it has to be like a popular opinion because everyone loves dolphins. You all think I'm a monster now. But it's interesting that like anger and like, I guess, amusement are like the easiest things to share. But I also think under some measure, they're probably not the most valuable, right? Like, the thing that, when it comes to like forts, every fort is worth the same thing. Every fort is worth the same amount of your time. If I tell you right now to think about donkey, and I tell you right now to think about a pony, it takes up the same amount of your brain space. I'm gonna die. Probably, it looks like. You know, it's fine. Who doesn't love a good death? But, you know, it takes out the same amount of brain space, despite the fact that dolphins are worth more than donkeys. I'm sorry, do we need donkeys as bad as we... Actually, I think maybe the other way around. You know, better idea. Think about a banana. Now think about, you know, a pile of donkey feces. And you're like, wow, that banana fort is sure better than the donkey one. But they take the same, like, brain space. But then the things that people share easiest are like stories of like the intense emotions. Like average stories, you know, there's a reason the news does always have its own thing where like certain things do especially well because it's really, really easy to share certain stories, let's call them for now, of like, oh yeah, get angry at this thing. Everyone is on board with that. Like, yeah, we should be totally angry about that. Or like, oh yeah, you love this thing. Look, it's cute little puppies. That's why every news, like, every site that claims to be all about news, like, you know, if you look up any, oh, the boat doesn't have water in it. Please let me in. Please let me in. I don't know how to, I don't want to go back to the start. Okay, I'm getting back to the, oh no, it's too far away. No. Okay, I'm gonna live. It's fine. But, it's funny how every news site who's like, you know, obsessed with like, oh yeah, this is the news, things that happened, are also like, oh, and here's some cute ponies this week. Because again, they exist not to be news. They exist to be sources of anger and also of, you know, obviously the thing that comes along with that to some extent. Do I go underneath this as well? Ah, that was in fact the way in. You know, a lot of places exist just to give those things. And obviously existing to do something else is a lot harder. So there you go, fun fact with Toy Cat. I'm going to need some of these. Oh, water breathing potions. Wow, that is going to make my life significantly easier. So we'll take a water breathing. And we'll take... We don't even need the health yet, but we'll take another one. Just so we're extra certain. So yeah, I can just sprint through this entire thing now. Or swim. And we've got this locked down. So yeah, the third challenge of the... of this underwater thing. Oh, this is the mysterious ship, so this is what I'm going to need that for. I'd say this is... it's not necessarily parkour anymore. Like, that's why it's called the Aquatic Quest. It's a 5-part challenge. The first 2 seem to be parkour. Find 3 levers to open the gate in the captain's room. So, yeah, I love Minecraft maps that can do this. They have the... so there's one of them, obviously. Because you can kind of make like a full-on adventure map quest. Like, whoever made this, I'm not even sure. It seems like it was made by the Minecraft team themselves, almost. But you can make, like, basically fully fledged games using Minecraft as your... just as your, like, you know, your canvas, almost. And I love that it can do that kind of, like... Also, that's not a very hidden lever, is it? Also, poor Dolphin. I'm sorry, Dolphin. I'll let you out. I'm gonna free you, Dolphin. Be free. Be free. See, I'm a good person. Punching dolphins... A-okay if you're letting them go free. But I'm assuming the third hidden lever is in here. Oh, wow. It's very, very hidden, to say the least. But yeah, so that's why I try my best to, like, have, I guess, somewhat... I try to have meaningful conversations. Obviously meaningful. Like, sometimes I'm talking about, like, best burger in the world. By the way, has to go down to 5 guys, right? I mean, there are other great burgers out there, but the best... Also, where is the captain's room? I just realized, like, you know what? I probably should have found that. Oh, no, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Drink this quickly. Okay, we're good. We're good. So the captain's room is no doubt this thing up here, because that's how boats work. It does have 2 doors that are now open. Don't know if I did that or not. Oh, here it is. So, found the 3 levers. I didn't even look for the captain's room first. Got some new boots. Arm yourselves, and don't forget to each have a trident. So I get a trident. I get a trident. I'll get some boots too. It's important to put on feather falling. I know I could switch out to diamond, but I'm not gonna. And let's do this. So yeah, that's why I try, especially a lot of the time, to have like a meaningful conversation about something where, you know, where possible, of course. And like, you know, there's lots of fun. Even non, like, I guess meaningful is not the right word, but like, you know, just the stuff that isn't always, you know, more normal stuff. I think, especially in the world, it's so easy to assume that everything's terrible all the time. There's a lot of great things happening all the time, you know? Like, even just existing, even if things were getting worse as a whole, things would still be pretty great. But the fact that things usually get, oh gosh, usually getting better is a good sign there. So I think that's either challenge 4 or challenge... This is a really dangerous thing. Oh, this is why I did it. So I'm just going to sleep through this rain. Actually, I don't think I want to sleep through the rain. Use your Trident to benefit from a jump boost. So it's a little bit thundery right now, but that's A-okay of me. We're gonna replace this with that. And now we have to do some Trident parkour. That's right, you might not think Trident parkour is a thing, but it totally is. Okay, jump. Oh, we're gonna die, aren't we? Oh, no, we're not. Okay, so Trident parkour, let's go. See, it implies we need to do it. Oh, there we go. There's an implication that we need to parkour it. Oh. But the truth is, you can pretty easily... Oh, man. I'm going to die regardless of how I hit the ground now. So I have to drink some water. I drink some... Oh, I died! Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay, so there is a real risk. And you get teleported back to your bed. So maybe this was made before they made those changes. Because the fact that it uses command blocks to do something that doesn't need command blocks is at least interesting. Oh, can I survive that? I can. Okay, so... There is... This looks like the final 5 challenges, right? Oh my god! I died, I think. No, wait! I completed the map! That was the 5th challenge. Add any remaining brick blocks to the chest for a surprise. Okay, so... 10 go in here. And I get a surprise based on that. I hope I wasn't meant to find any more. Enjoy the fireworks. Congrats. Woo! Go me! Go me! So we also get a cake. Everyone's favorite thing. And we get like this special area to the map. I mean, I don't think there's anything important here, but you know, it's nice. It's a nice little touch that they made a little thing here. So now that we've completed the aquatic quest, this was a full playthrough from start to finish. No cheats, as far as I'm aware, at least. They're dolphins. That's what it is. So full from start to finish. Oh, and then I get fireworks based on that. It seems. I'm kind of unsure, like what I think. So I'm gonna spend a few seconds putting it together. I think that this is one of the more fun adventure maps I've played. Like, the parkour was actually well put together. Is this dolphin coming to get me? The parkour was actually pretty well put together. Like, it gave an introduction, so it would have worked on phones. Well, still, in my opinion, like, I had some fun going through it. Maybe I'm just a novice. I haven't played enough parkour maps in the last few years. I'm not sure what it is for certain. But what I will say is I liked it. It was short, so if this was a paid map, I wouldn't recommend it. But as a free map, it's great. It's a great time. And because you literally have to go through 10 seconds of effort to get it, 100% would recommend. Also, I hope you all enjoyed this map. I know I play maps differently and probably like worse than other YouTubers. But if you did enjoy what you just went through today, then I hope that you see the like button. But don't forget to subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on, because that's the only way to be sure that you'll see these videos every single day on your channel. Thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry for ruining my own video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.